there, folks. You have reached the dark recesses of the offices and the basement of the residence of somebody who is sometimes functions as a novelist in the real world. This time I'm going to read you just a page or two of an excerpt from the science fiction novel, The Children of Loki. This is available online directly from the publishing company, SBRA. Also, you can get it on Amazon, you can get it at Barnes & Noble, you can get it at Waterstones. If you hate to buy things online, all you have to do is order it from the information booth at your bookstore. You might not see it on the shelf, but you can get them to order it directly from the publisher so that you can just pick it up at the store. Okay? This is military science fiction. Let's just check out a page. It's going to start with page 1 here. Part 1 is called Two People. First section is a prologue. Humanity colonized the cosmos, but it took a long time, and like so much in life, it was need-driven. Eventually, there were human colonies out to 35 light-years from Sol. As one might expect, life changed so that we ourselves would not recognize it, and yet, since the more things change, the more they stay the same, we would. Earth was now known as the birthplace of humanity. In fact, this precise description was used to market tourism to Earth from many reaches of inhabited outer space. The human-dominated cosmos developed into a loosely configured set of regions defined by how close they were to the Sun. The first zone included all habitable stellar systems and the space between within 20 light-years of Sol. This vast expanse was commonly known as the interior. The next main region was called the Rim. It covered the universe from just over 20 light-years from Sol out to 25 light-years from Sol. Since it was space, all directions were included. This region was rather sparse compared to the other two. There were fewer planets and more space stations. The region was almost entirely dependent upon trade for its existence. Being excellent in all the areas in which it did develop, the Rim flourished. Beyond the Rim was the exterior. The exterior Federation was 25 light-years from Sol out to the farthest reaches of colonized space, or 35 light-years. There were more star systems out there than there were in the interior, but humanity had a very hard time getting a good foothold out there. In the end, humans learned to flourish out there, but by the time they did, they had drawn different conclusions than the interiors. Well, that's just one page. If that stirs your curiosity, let's see what else. I'll read you the blurb on the back. Using mercenaries in corporate conflict and cross-cultural relationships are the central themes of The Children of Loki. A middle-aged mulatto man from planet Earth discovers his military muse when he comes across one of Emperor Reykjavik's organic sentient warriors in the Rim. Now it's starting to sound like regular science fiction, huh? Kyle's natural fascination with foreign military equipment and technology, as well as his refusal to back down from difficult situations, force Kyle to deal with the big albino woman of the Exterior Federation. I'm not sure whether that's supposed to be a joke or whether that's totally serious. Some giant lady? I don't know. Did they mean like polar bear? Or did they mean like, I don't know, is it going to be funny or is it going to be serious, you know what I mean? A young soldier, probably suffering from severe combat fatigue, finds herself in a bizarre situation. For reasons unknown, the only foreigner who can approach her without being attacked is also the oldest man, aside from her emperor, whom she has ever seen. I'm not sure what that's about. Do you? Can you? I can't tell that from just the blurb. To their astonishment, they fall into perfect step with one another. It is not long before the two learn that they make a fantastic company command team, and they establish a mercenary order. Despite fighting on the side of good, both Kyle and Jessica are sure that if there is any god behind their meeting, it must be that rascal Loki. Well, I'll read you part of a page of, like, let's see, I'm just like right in the middle. It's page 203. The uniforms hid most of their skin. The employees thought maybe the lighting made her face look albino, or maybe she had been indoors on a ship so long she was white as a sheet. There was something strange about her, but it was easy to avoid realizing it was anything other than the large muscular build, especially by people who had never seen an engineered soldier before. Jessica and Kyle did what in sports would be just making sure they looked like a solid line. They smiled and Jessica waved. Nob was taught to wave in specific parade-related situations. Neither of them said anything until CEO Noble signaled them to. "I'm Captain Falkmires," Jessica said. "You should not hear my voice unless you need to. If you need to, do as instructed so I can save your life." Kyle cleared his throat. "My name is Sergeant Bronson, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate and need your cooperation. Please be aware, as the captain said, that everything we do while we are here is for your protection. I'm sorry that you have to go through the attacks by this mining company, but hopefully, with our protection, it will all be all right. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. When in doubt, route your questions through Mr. Hendrickson, your head of security, or come to me, Sergeant Bronson. The captain is," Kyle dared to inhale, "quite special. You will see what she can do, but please, let me handle most of the open chat and questions." He squared his shoulders and tried to look like there was nothing strange about that. In some ways, there wasn't. Well, if that piqued your curiosity, please do check it out online.